And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to I Wanna Be the HeavenTrap. The HeavenTrap, which we still haven't find out what it's supposed to mean, but it's apparently a heaven trap. A trap from heaven. I mean, even in the Japanese intro, as I said yesterday, they mentioned something related to heaven. So I'm assuming, we are going to heaven one way or another. But before we go to heaven, we have to get out from hell. And hell looks like this. So yeah, we gotta do that first. This is such a nice thing to see as the first thing after I boot the game. Motherfucker. Well, we defeated 6 bosses. I wonder how many bosses this game has. Is it gonna have 8? Probably not. I mean, I will be surprised. But, basically it uses the same little squares with the boss face in the save files, just like the original I Wanna Be the Guy. So maybe I thought, it's gonna be like that. But I don't think it's gonna have 8 bosses, because if it has 8 bosses, that means that this is the second to last one, which I highly doubt. So, we might have a lot more. Then again, if the grid of bosses is supposed to fill the save, the save file square, it might have 24, which is a pretty high number. But we can't know for sure until we see it. Damn, I can't believe I dodged that. Damn. Hey Colo, how is it going? There is no law infringement. That just basically is really speaking pretty bad about you, rather than speaking bad about me. There is nothing left infringing in this screen. So if you're thinking of something that might be love infringing is in your head, so projecting and all that stuff, as people like to say. Like, come on, dude. Literally a screen that says The Idol Master with a song in the background. And, apples flying. I mean, the only illegal thing about this will be that this is probably copyrighted. But then again, my stream has not been muted, so I don't think it's copyrighted. Time will prove me right. Nah, it definitely won't. But it's okay, don't worry about it. Now the problem is, this seems to be quite... I think this is gonna be a full-length song, even though I really wanted that not to be the case, since that we have to dodge this shit for 5 minutes. But maybe we're gonna be lucky and this is just a short version. But then again, maybe the long version is not 5 minutes, maybe it's long, it's shorter, yeah. If it's longer, we're in trouble. But no, pretty sure it's gonna be fine. And again, as I said yesterday, I never saw Idol Master, so I wouldn't know. Oh, where do I dodge here? Okay, that works. We're about to find out. Hopefully not too long from now. That was an unnecessary jump. Pay attention here. Okay, and here I have to go really, really slow to the side. Incredibly slow. Okay. Oh, it keeps going. I can't believe this. You're really gonna be doing this. So this is full length. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like that. So it's a 5-minute song. Nice. Well, this is gonna be a problem. I really hope that you like this song, because you're gonna be hearing it for the next 2 hours. Just want to warn you about that. So if you want to mute the stream, now is a good time. Hey young LR, how is it going? Well, I mean, I'm doing fine. Though I can't really say the same about my little character there, because he's gonna have to endure this for quite a lot of minutes. And that's already a problem. But it's okay. We just need to concentrate, right? Focus is all we need. God damn it. I think I never did an avoidance this long before. You know, I usually try to avoid, well, avoidances. But yeah, we can avoid this one. We gotta do it. Please translate. Well, what you see in the background says Idolumasta, which basically means what says in English Idol Master. Now, if you're asking me to translate the song, well, you're out of luck. But it's fine, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure it's something about rainbows and, you know, apples murdering you. I mean, right? Pretty sure that's gonna be the case. So that's why everyone yesterday was like, huh, this guy thinks that's the last attack. That's why everyone was like, don't tell him. I see now. It makes sense. I was pretty naive to think that this will not be a 5-minute song. Also, how is it going, Yami? I hope you're doing better than my character here, because this guy is gonna be tortured for 5 minutes, multiple times, listening to this. Well, at least I don't dislike it. Problem is that the avoidance is really not something that I will call easy. Will be way harder, that's for sure, but that's not really something that makes me feel better. Okay, here it comes again. Here? Wow. The nerve that this game has to have the exact same preparation for the pattern, but the exact opposite outcome. I gotta say, that takes some guts to do. Good shit. I'll say I like that trap, alright? That trap was pretty well done. Still fuck you, but you know, really good trap. Really liked it. Now, what I don't like is that I have to do all of this to get there, god damn it. Why does this have to happen? Guess it can be helped. You know, it's alright. I mean, The only difference that this has from other boss fights that I also been stuck for a long time is that this has a specific song that plays. So if you don't like the song, you're out of luck, but you know, other than that, I mean, you can just take it as those boss fights that I took a really long time beating. Look at that, it's the exact same preparation, the exact same pattern. It's just that on the second time, it goes and destroys you where you are. It aims. That's cold-blooded, I gotta say. It's okay. Fuck. That one also always gets me one way or another. Okay, just wanted to check something. There we go. Well, hope you enjoy this Idol Master stream. I didn't know I was gonna play Idol Master today. So I was gonna play a fun game, but I'm gonna play Idol Master, it seems. You know, unexpected. I think there is a gacha Idol Master game, right? If I'm not mistaken. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more than just one game, but I think there is one. It's not crazy hard. Well, I mean, see, the thing is that might be easy to say when you are used to this kind of stuff. I'm not really used to avoidances. As I say before, I try to avoid them. If I'm allowed to have that redundancy. So yeah. Not really used to the Apple hitboxes and all of that. And much less to, you know, some of these patterns that might be maybe standard. You'll get used to them. Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. Just give me a couple hours and I'll get used to it right away. But that was basically what I was saying about this being an Idol Master stream. It is gonna be an Idol Master stream. Well, pretty sure that Idol Masters fans are gonna be pretty happy. You know, the worst part is that I remember seeing this screen as a screenshot for how is it called? For the delicious fruit page of this game, and I was like, ah, how cute, an Idol Master avoidance. I'm sure that part of the game is gonna be really, really nice. Guess I was a little bit naive. Reaction time and memorization. I know. You know. Don't worry about it. I'm sure I will get this. As I mentioned on some other stream, it's not really a matter of if I'm gonna get it, it's a matter of when. That's the real question, the real, you know, mystery. But you know, it's okay. The real question also will be if that mystery will be solved today. Because we never know about that. But you know, that really makes me a little bit, you know, well, quote-unquote nostalgic for when I used to stream Wings of Beam. I always mention that, but that's because it was pretty funny how one boss took me 3 entire streams to beat in Wings of Beam. And I actually beat you know, that boss. Sadly, I didn't beat the game because there was a boss that was just too much for me. That took me more than 5 streams. So well, no, actually it wasn't 5, it was, I think, 4. Yeah, it was ridiculous. I couldn't continue. But I'm sure this one is not gonna be like that. I mean, it doesn't look that brutal, it just looks like it's gonna take a long time. I mean, compared to most Wings of B bosses, everything looks like a saint. Every boss looks like a saint. Wings of B in hard mode it's something else. I don't think I played anything that hard ever. But then again, I know that there are harder things than Wings of B, but that basically was like my hardest experience with bosses. Sometimes bosses are overpowered. Yeah, basically the boss that... Well, I don't know if you played Wings of B, but the boss that I gave up on, it's called Myogi 2. Which is one of the last bosses in the game, not really the last one, but one of the last ones. It was absolutely fucked up, like I just felt completely hopeless, because I tried harder for so long and I just couldn't. Like, there was no way, sadly. But, you know, I'm pretty sure that if I have the will to play that boss again, I might be able to defeat it. That is, if I take like a whole week to practice it, which is probably not gonna happen, so that's why I don't do it. Yeah, Myogi it's a real problem in that game. It really is an incredibly hard boss. Unbelievably hard. But you know, the worst part is that that wasn't even the final boss. Though Yami says that the final boss wasn't as hard as Myogi, but he also says that he had more practice on the previous difficulty, because he didn't play hard in his first time like I did. So he basically practiced all of the bosses beforehand in a lower difficulty. So maybe that's why the final boss didn't take him as long as that one. I'm pretty sure that if I reach the final boss, it's gonna take way longer. Though I don't know, I haven't seen the final boss, other than in some artworks. See, I sadly spoiled myself how the final boss looks like, but you know, in that game, not this one, in Wings of B. So yeah. So then again, I spoiled myself how the final boss in that game looks, and I still can't really picture it properly, because it's so formless that it's like, what is this even supposed to be? Right? I don't know. There are some games where you can clearly identify the shape of the final boss, right? You can see that, you know, this final boss is a dragon, or this other final boss is a humanoid samurai or something like that. Well, in that boss, I'm not sure what in that game, I'm not sure what the final boss is supposed to be, but it's something. It exists, but you know, it's alright. I really want to go back to that game. Those are like, Wings of B is the only game I quit before beating that, you know, I regret doing so. Not because you know, no, regret is not really the word. It's more like I want to do it. I mean, I don't regret quitting, because I would have lost my mind if I kept trying back then. but I feel like I want to beat it, which is different from other games that I also quit and I don't really feel like touching ever again. You know. What I'm trying to say is that it was, I think, the only game that I quit that I liked, but it was just too hard for me to continue. Other games that I quit, I usually quit because I just didn't like the games themselves. But in that one, I really liked the game. It's just that I couldn't do shit. I made a really bad... No, your difficulty suggestion was totally fine. It's just that I needed more time, and I didn't want to spend more time. I feel like it's fine. Hard mode in that game is a pretty nice difficulty. I mean, I say nice in the with huge quotation marks, because it was a really good challenge, but Jesus Christ, some of those bosses are fucked up. But I feel that that's how I prefer it, especially from a game made by the creator of I Wanna Be the Boshi. I mean, it makes sense. It basically retains the essence of Boshi. I mean, after all, I'm pretty sure that I took 3 streams to beat Soul Green. And also 3 streams to beat one of the previous bosses. I think Mega Man took me 3 streams to beat. So the thing is, I like that because it basically was like that in Wings of P. I also took 3 streams to beat the bosses there. It's just that Myogi was a little bit too hard, but you know, that's not the fault of the game, that's just my fault for not being good enough. That's why I say that I really would like to... Hey Nazuma Kick, how is it going? My mic is weird? Wait, does my mic sound weird? Is there something wrong with my mic? Is the audio wrong? I think that's you. It could happen. Twitch sometimes, I think it does something with the audio compression when the packages are not being sent properly, to be able to reduce the load of the packages, and it might sound robotic. That happened to me before, but you know, it also depends on which browser you're using. That's the girl singing. Fucking Yami, of course. Yami will be saying that. Yeah, maybe it's the girl in the background. You never know. Even if I like the song, this girl is singing like trash. I still like the song, but you know, definitely not the best singing. How do we get Gabi to sing? What? I don't know what. Oh, that's an abbreviation to Idol Master. I don't know, I don't play Idol Master. I don't know anything about Idol Master other than it's, you know, a show about idols. And that it probably has a gacha game. Other than that, I don't really know much. Oh yeah, I also know that it has competition called Cinderella Girls. That's everything that I know about Idol Master. Then again, this type of singing is pretty common in Japan. I don't think this is... No, it might be. Is this what they call denpa? I mean, usually denpa is way more high-pitched, but this might count as denpa, I think. Right? Maybe not. But you know, In any case, Dempas are known for not really be worried about singing well, but rather about singing in a cute way. It's fine. I mean, they definitely have their how do you say it? They have their demographic for sure. I mean, I don't mind them at all. In fact, one of the Dempa singers, Nana Hira, I usually like her songs, but that's mostly because of Camellia, which is the guy that does the mixing and the instruments and everything else that is not the voice. But it's a good combination. Anyways, the point is, as I said before, really hope you like this singing, because again, you're gonna be listening to it for a pretty long time. Pretty long. Probably the whole stream. I mean, I don't want to be pessimistic, but I think that's actually not being pessimistic. I think that's being realistic. So yes, I think that this might take the whole stream, but we will see. Now, I remember there were some, I think some sections of... Wait, what game was I playing? There was a game that I was playing, I don't remember which one, and every time I say this shit is gonna take the whole stream, I ended up beating it within 10 minutes. I don't remember which game was. Which game was it? I can't remember. Well, it was a game. I can tell you that. I know that much. But yeah. Though I don't think it's gonna happen for this one as much as I would like to. But it's okay, we just need to concentrate. Just need to concentrate. Hopefully the stream doesn't get muted. Gonna head out. Alright, have a good one, young Eder. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I know, sometimes it's a little bit hard to stand vocals like this. It's alright, it's a normal reaction. Damn, I just walked right into that apple. Not even try to dodge it, no, right to that apple. Nice. Now, the problem is, the black apples here are quite of a problem. A little bit of a problem, because they don't have an outline like any other apple. And even if the background is white, which means that you can still see them perfectly, not having the outline can mess a little bit with your perception of the hitbox. But then again, they are not the majority. It's an endurance battle. It's a good way of viewing it. It's an endurance battle. You can say that. Yes, I was saying, not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. So it's an endurance battle. It's like, you know, those guys that run in Le Mans, you know, the 24 hours of Le Mans. They are not really thinking... Well, actually, no, that's a bad example. Most people that run in Le Mans don't finish it. Yeah, that was a pretty bad example. Alright, forget what I should say. Le Mans is an endurance event, but they're, you know, actually surviving until the end of the race is the hard part. So yeah, my bad. Forget about that example. And can you believe that there are racers, you know, there are drivers that Well, obviously they have their teammates that, you know, change seats with them, but can you imagine that a whole racing team races for 24 hours straight? It's incredible, but it happens every year and in more than one occasion. Le Mans is only one of them. But they also have Nürburgring. They have Monza, I think, also has a 24 hours event. Pretty interesting. How do people have the will to do that? But then you remember that there are people that stream, that do 24-hour streams. So I think that comparing a race to a stream is a little bit of a bad comparison. Yeah. Endurance races are really fucked up. And some people also do that virtually. Especially with this whole lockdown thing, a lot of people, since they can race because, you know, everything is closed, they do it virtually. They have endurance events virtually. Pretty funny. But it works, believe it or not. And they somehow are able to do it. Can you believe that? I remember the first time that I heard that that was an actual thing, endurance races. Yeah, that was really, really surprising to me. How can people race for 24 hours, even if it's not the same driver? How is the whole team handling that situation? That was really close. Okay. So what's the pattern here? Oh, the pattern is that there is no pattern. I like that pattern. The best kind of pattern. The no pattern. Damn, literally no pattern. That's just a bunch of rotating RNG apples. Well, I guess, yeah, that's enough description for a pattern, but Jesus Christ. Well, the worst part is we still don't know if that's the final one. But that looks chaotic. It really looks chaotic, though I think my mistake was dodging on the right side instead of trying to aim for the center. Well, we will see. But yeah, I hope that this doesn't turn into a 24 hours Le Mans endurance. I wouldn't really like to fight this boss for 24 hours. That will be a little bit too much. Though I think the worst part already happened. The worst part is having this song stuck in my mind. You know, after I'm done with this, you know that I will have to Google this fucking song and I'm gonna have to listen to it. Just to scratch that itch that happens when you listen to a song repeatedly like this. It also happened with, you know, I played a game, I Wanna Be the Metamorphosis. It had a Miku song. And I didn't know what one that was. But thankfully, Yami, which is the #1 Vocaloid fan, was able to tell me which song that was. And now I can listen to it regularly. You fucker. Hey man, you are the one that told me. I mean, I don't know. I mean, and after all, you know, you might think, because, you know, Yami here is a person that particularly hates everything that comes from Japan, right? But, you know, you don't really have to hate Vocaloid. I mean, after all, did you know that there are Vocaloids for every language? Or at least the most spoken ones? You have a Vocaloid in English, you have a Vocaloid in Spanish, you have a Vocaloid in Chinese. So you know, you can like it, even if you don't like Japanese stuff. Right? Here it comes. Come on, bro. I'm just saying that there is something for everyone in a Vocaloid. I think one of the English Vocaloids is called Gumi. Or Gami. I don't know if you're supposed to pronounce it in English or in Japanese. But it's basically an English singing Vocaloid. So you know. Even if you don't like Japanese stuff, you can listen to that one instead. Right? Why not? And it sounds nice. I listened to a song of that Vocaloid today. It sounded nice. Really nice, I will say, in fact. Okay, here comes the aim one. Okay, this is the problem though. This chaos is everywhere. I still think that dodging it from the middle might be the best option, but I don't know, because the radius is not the best. Alright. Is that it? Alright. Well, get on. No, it's not. Okay, there you go. Good shit. Well, she's. Huh. Hey, how is it going? Will you perhaps be the person that I think you are? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna assume that that's not the case, but anyways, how is it going? Well, that was a pretty fast trap. Oh yeah, it is the person that I thought it is. I guess I'm becoming a psychic. Starting to quickly detect intentions. Damn. I don't know where I obtained this power to be able to, you know, quickly learn and read minds. But it's okay. It's a pretty useful power too, I guess. You know, this guy actually broke like 3 records yesterday. You know, he basically came to my Discord and broke the 3 rules that I have in less than 10 seconds. That takes some effort to do. And I don't have, I mean, I literally have only 3 rules. And he broke all of them in that really small amount of time. But you know, I guess records get broken all the time after all. It's something normal, I guess. But anyways, what's with this? What's with this fire section? I think I'm supposed to stand on the fire, but only temporarily. Yeah, like that, exactly. Okay. Oh, that's fine, I can deal with that. Damn, the save is there? Are you kidding me? That's a little bit far away. Damn, and look at the speed of that platform, dude. Think I'm faster just walking. Damn, that's are you really gonna make me wait that? Maybe I don't know. I definitely need that platform. I don't think I can just jump. Jeez. That's gonna suck. That's gonna suck because of how slow it is. But that's one of the things that really makes me wonder, will it be easier if it was faster or not? And also, the problem is that if I don't reach that area fast enough, the issue is that the platform is gonna be gone, and having to wait for the platform is really not something that I want to do. I would prefer if I didn't have to do that. But the problem is that if I try to do this really fast, I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Well, there you go. Yeah, you can. There you go. Okay. We need to speedrun the first screen. Okay, now the problem here is that trying to walk back like this, it's a little bit hard. You don't have much space to do that, and you're also really slow. No, sorry. The platform is really slow. You are really fast, which makes that a lot harder to do. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Well, that's interesting, because this area in I Wanna Be the Guy, wasn't this the final area? I'm pretty sure this was the final area. I wonder if it's also gonna be the final area in this game. Well, if I keep dying to that, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find out. But hey, at least we got rid of Idol Master, so there is that. No need to worry about that. I'm still gonna have to listen to that song though. It's gonna have to happen. But you know. Listening to that song, I guess it could have been worse. I remember when I played Not Another Needle game, there was a section that had the... I think it's called Yevan Polka or something, sung by Hatsune Miku, right? And I had to mute it, because I just couldn't. I just couldn't concentrate in the platforming with that song in the background. I just literally had to mute it. So, you know. Thankfully that wasn't the case here. And also, about muting, it's pretty nice because when you're streaming, you can mute a song for yourself, but at the same time, the stream is gonna keep hearing it. So if you don't want to hear something that the stream might want to hear, you can just do so. And the same applies in reverse. If the stream doesn't want to hear something, you can mute it only for the stream. It's a really nice thing. And basically like isolated, you know, they are isolated environments, I guess, if you wanna call it. Your desktop and whatever you stream to Twitch, right? I know that it's less of environments and more that you just, you know, pick up whatever you want, right? But still, pretty nice. Okay. So, can I do this section without getting burned and toast? I wonder. Maybe just for good measure, in those spots that I can jump, I should probably utilize that and actually jump. Because if I try to slowly move... seems that it's a lot more dangerous. Feels like it's a lot more dangerous. Okay. So for example, there should jump, not here, but I can jump here. Okay, we're fine. Damn, but there is still a lot to go. And look at that, 2 diagonals in a row. And a gate jump at the end. And this is all not even taking into account the traps that might be present here. Like that one, for example. I knew it. Like, come on, bro. You can't have a section like that without a single trap. Who do you think you're fooling? Ain't gonna fool anyone with that. I'm surprised that it doesn't have a woos checkpoint in here. That's pretty weird. Like, you will expect there will be one, but nope. Well, I don't particularly mind. I mean, after all, it's just another section. Come on, burn. Also, I gotta say, every day that passes, I want to play KOF on stream more and more. You know, as I said before, I'm playing that King of Fighters mobile game, right? I love it, and it really reminds me of when I play the arcade mode of all of the King of Fighters, right? I really want to stream it. Like, I definitely want to stream it, but I don't know. Something that is also really hard. Hey Draynot, how is it going? Damn, there we go. Damn, Draynot gave me good luck. As soon as you came, you were able to give me this checkpoint. Just like that. Good shit. Oh, well, there we have a woos checkpoint. I was starting to miss them. Finally, we have the woos. Speaking of that, is there anyone that still uses that word as an insult? Woos? Or is that just an old-fashioned insult that nobody will use seriously? You just woke up? Wait, where you live, it's... Wait, isn't it the middle of the night where you live? Or is it morning? Almost 2 AM. Alright, well that's an interesting... Okay, that's an interesting time to wake up. I mean, I don't mind, sure. I gotta say that that's pretty original. Because back when I used to, as I mentioned yesterday, back when I used to sleep during the day, I woke up at 4:30 p.m. But 2 a.m.? That's a good one. I gotta say that that's a good one. Waking up at 2 a.m.? That's pro level. I think the latest that I woke up was 6 p.m. And that wasn't when my schedule was, you know, the one of a night owl. It was like when I used to wake up at quote-unquote normal times, and because I went to a friend's house and I stayed awake until very late, I woke up at 6 p.m. It was pretty funny. Waking up at 6 p.m. That's for sure. My sleeping is a mess. Nah, it's okay, bro. As long... You know, here's the thing. It doesn't matter when you wake up or when you go to sleep. What's important is that you get the amount of hours that you need. That's what's important. The schedule is not important. Just the amount of hours that you spend in bed. That's what matters. I started sleeping at about 9 p.m. 9 p.m. That's 5 hours. Maybe you should sleep a little bit more. Why don't you try sleeping until morning and see how it goes? Like until 6 a.m. or like maybe 5 a.m. if 6 is too much. You can't? Why not? You just need to watch my stream a little bit, it will help you a lot. Like, don't worry about it, you're in the right place, buddy. Oh, yeah, you just need a little bit more of it, and I can assure you that in just a couple of minutes you're gonna be starting kissing the bed and dreaming of ships jumping the fence. Don't worry about it. Give it a little bit more time. I fall asleep in streams all the time, but I doubt I can fall asleep to yours. Aww. I really appreciate those kind words. I guess the action, the violence, speed and momentum is just too much. I wonder what happened if you try to go to sleep watching a Dr. Disrespect stream. Because, you know, those streams have, just as they advertise, they have violence, speed and momentum. I don't know you will be able to fall asleep with that one. Especially because, you know, the doc is one of those people that really likes, you know, yelling. But here's the thing. You might think, oh, how generic, another streamer that all he does is yelling. But the thing is, the doc yells in times where you don't expect him to yell. So it's like a jump scare, right? You know, that might be really hard to sleep to. I don't know. Oh, wait a second. Am I allowed to talk about the dog or am I gonna get banned? Nah, it's okay, don't worry about it. I mean, you know, they don't know what dog. Oh well, I actually mentioned what dog it was. It's okay, don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure all the mods are sleeping anyways. Don't worry about it. Unlike Draynot, the mods are actually sleeping, so don't worry. Okay. The person that is not sleeping though is my character. My character seems to, you know, be suffering quite a lot in this area. I really wonder if this is the final area, because this was the final area in I Wanna Be the Guy. It had the same tileset and everything. But we're about to find out. I don't want to find out before I see it in the game, so let's just keep going and see what there is. Because, as I said yesterday, this game follows the steps of the original I Wanna Be the Guy a lot. It definitely is pretty heavily inspired, not just in being a fun game, but also following the formula quite well. I guess trap games inherently just, you know, carry that soul of the original one as long as they are made right. Because I mean, after all, the original I Wanna Be the Guy was a trap game. An adventure trap game, yes, but a trap game nonetheless. So, you know, chances are that if you have an adventure trap game and if you do it properly, it's gonna resemble the original a lot. Then there is also other games like Boshi that are really good, But I don't think they resemble the original that well, not because they are not well done, but because I think they exceed the expectations, right? Like when you have a high production value game like Boshi, you start forgetting that we are talking about an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game because it just looks so different, in a good way, right? So you know, games like this one, for example, I feel that they really carry that soul pretty well. Oh, fuck. I think that I can do that section with those two apples a lot more optimally, and I'm just fucking up a lot. I'm really glad that Wu's save is there. What would it be of me if it wasn't there? But, you know, before I can start praising that save, I have to reach it, which is proving to be a little bit complicated, though I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Now I wonder, what will have happened considering, you know, that boss that we just fought? What would have happened if I became an Idol Master fan? How will I end up being? I really wonder. Like, for example, people leave. Hey, no. Hey, we are not here to discuss Idol Master. We are here to discuss a hypothetical situation, which is a different thing. So, imagine in November of 2012, right? Try to picture that November of 2012, I was about to finish high school. Well, not really about to finish high school. There's still one more year. But like, I was really close to finishing high school, right? What would have happened if instead of Touhou, it was Idol Master the one that I picked up? Hey Yannick, how is it going? Yeah, you came in a pretty good time. We are discussing the hypothetical situation if instead of becoming a Touhou fan, I would have become an Idol Master fan. What will be of me today? Idols. Yeah, because the previous boss that we just fought, which was an avoidance boss, was an Idol Master boss. In fact, it got the song stuck in my head. So that's the question, right? What will have happened? Because, you know, both fan bases have the same potential, if you catch my drift, right? Now, obviously, there is a pretty big difference because, you know, the reason why I got attracted to Touhou, believe it or not, is because of the gameplay. Yes, I know that it sounds like I'm lying and I'm gonna grow a pretty big nose, but no, that's actually the case. I got attracted to Touhou because of the gameplay. But then again, Idol Master games exist. The real question is if they existed back in November of 2012. Were they a thing? What was Idol Master? Did Idol Master even exist back then? I'm assuming it was because Idol Master is pretty old by now, but I don't remember when it started. It will probably have been even more decent. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I mean, in fact, hey, this is something pretty probable. If I started with Idol Master, maybe instead of here streaming, showing myself like this, maybe right now, August, well, almost September of 2020, I would have probably been a VTuber. Can you imagine that? Gabby being a VTuber. I will pick a really cute avatar, pick a voice modifier, and none of you, well, actually none of you will be here in the first place. But if you were here, none of you will think that behind that avatar there was this, right? So, you know, those are pretty interesting things to think about it, right? Hypothetical situations. It's never too late for that. I don't know, bro, unless I create a secondary account, you know, there is no way I can attract a public when they know that I look like this. They just wouldn't be in. I mean, I'm pretty sure that if one of the most popular VTubers, it's found that it's not a girl behind that avatar, but, you know, a Gabby behind that avatar, I'm pretty sure, you know, the reception wouldn't be the same. So, you know, it's still interesting to think about, right? It's okay, don't worry, that's not gonna happen. I'm just saying hypothetically, if we were in an alternate timeline, where instead of being Gabby Oshie, it will be Gabby BT, the VTuber. And after all, Gabby is a unisex alias. It can be used for both male and female people the same, right? It's both a male and female alias. Obviously not the actual name behind the alias, but I mean, I will have no reason to say it in that case. I could, you know, trick you into thinking that behind that Gabby there will be a Gabriela, and you will never know, right? Well, yes, I know that in English that will be actually, I don't know how the female name is pronounced in English, but whatever. I know that the male name in English is pronounced Gabriel. I really don't like that pronunciation, but you know, that's how they pronounce it in English. But yeah, what will be of me if that was the case? What are you talking about? Did the game title get to you? Damn. Did I got called a trap? Did I just get called a trap? Damn. I can't believe it. How is it going, Clone Cat? I mean, we were talking about the hypothetical situation of if instead of becoming a Toho fan, I had become a Idol Master fan, and that somehow evolved into me becoming a VTuber instead of being who I am right now. What will be happening in that situation? Obviously, as I said, none of you will be here in the first place, but other than that, the implications of that, what will that, you know, consist of? Until one day the software has a bug and reveals the real you. Yeah, the sound software has a bug and all of a sudden, instead of the cute, high-pitched voice, you hear this. And that will be something else. That will definitely be something else. But yeah, I mean, you never know. It could have happened. But then again, Sam, I have to Google it. I have to Google when Idol Master started. Because I don't even know if Idol Master was a thing in 2012. I think it was, but damn it, I have to Google it. God damn it. Just in case before Google thinks that I'm a full dish, and I'm gonna Google it in incognito. Okay. Idol, for fuck's sake. Oh, I can't type because of this fucking hotkey. God damn it. Well, I guess we are not Googling shit then. Motherfucker, I hate this hotkey. doesn't allow me to type the D on Idol Master. Well, it also wouldn't allow me to type the A or the S either. Motherfucker. And then you see the real Gabby and it's even better. Not for the people that will be watching, no. But it's okay. I guess it's a way of seeing it. But yeah, I don't know. I will bet that Idol Master existed before 2012. If anyone can confirm that, that would be nice, though. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's been, you know, it's been around for some time already. But then again, 2012 is it's already some time, right? So I wouldn't know if that counts or not. I don't know about the other ones, Cinderella Girls, which is the competitor. I don't know. You know, I don't even know who came first, if Idol Master or Cinderella Girls. Because I know that both are pretty much the same shit, but obviously one of them came first, but I don't know which one came first. I really don't know. But both basically had a really huge presence. Started out as an arcade game on July 25, 2005. Well, so it started as a game. I thought it started as a manga. That's interesting. Okay, so it was a game from the get-go. So the chances of me being an Idol Master fan are even higher than I thought. Damn. What would have happened if in November of 2012, instead of watching that Utsuho video, I watch an Idol Master video? What would have happened? What would have been of me? Keep in mind, at the time, I was really bored. So anything would have done it. If it wasn't Toho, it would have been anything else. I remember I was bored watching YouTube shit that I really didn't give that much of a shit about because I had nothing better to do. And I started watching, you know, those shitty videos that say, you know, hardest bosses in video games and whatever. Well, eventually that ended up being Utsuho TAS run, and yeah, ever since then, well, you know the rest. But instead of Utsuho TAS, what if it was that? Because, you know, reading games, I mean, the reason why I got into Toho, as I say, is because of the gameplay, right? And Toho, the Toho series is, you know, they are pretty hard games, right? But rhythm games, as I'm assuming that Idol Master is, are another type of really hard games. So, what would have happened there if I watched that? Played Mirror for the gameplay as well? Of course, dude. I'm a pro Bishewell player. So I wanted to play a Bishewell fan game, obviously. It's just how I'm playing, I wanna be the guy fan games. I also wanted a Bishewell fan game. And Mirror was perfect for that, yeah. You know? Wait. You're gonna make me do that? You're gonna make me do that? Okay, never mind, it wasn't that hard. Second try, alright. I'll take it. That was pretty funny. Really gonna make me do that? Yeah, they will make me do that. No problem though. So then again, I didn't think of falling and then make the gate jump with the double jump. That was something that I was not expecting. So with these fires here, that seems like a hard jump, because you can jump before that, but you will be stuck in the middle. I wonder. Also, I was saying earlier, Clone Cat. Every day that passes, I want to play the KOF games more and more again. And I will have to play them on stream if that's the case. But damn, when that happens, it's gonna be a carnage. It's gonna be a carnage for my poor team, whoever my poor team is. Whoever is unlucky enough to be my team. Oh, that's a hard jump. Interesting, that's like a pyramid. That seems to be quite hard. But yeah. KOF. What an amazing series. But I will definitely have to learn some combo before hopping into it. Because, you know, trying to play those games without knowledge on combos is not really a good idea. Because it's not like a Street Fighter, where in Street Fighter you can basically have a 2-hit combo that deals 20% of the life bar. Well, I mean, that also happens in KOF with some really specific moves, but for the most part, if you don't know anything better than a basic combo, every time you hit you're gonna deal like 5 or 10% of damage. Now, the thing about fighting games is that the hardest thing is getting a clean hit, right? That's your objective in a fighting game. You have to get a hit. You have to make the opponent commit to an action that is gonna result in him being punished, right? That's the whole point of fighting games. That's the basic premise, pretty much. So the thing is, if you get the hit, but you don't capitalize off of that hit, you're gonna end up making it way harder for yourself than it should. Because even if the CPU is obviously not gonna be a top player making an infinite combo on the corner, it's still, you know, especially in KOF, it's something that it's really, really cheap, right? So, a lot of times, when you get a hit, you really have to capitalize on it. Because if you don't, you're just giving the CPU, like, you know, a lot of free opportunities to fuck you up. So what I'm trying to say with this is that if you get a hit, you have to combo off of it. Because if you don't, you are just gonna make it way harder for yourself. Obviously, when it comes to fighting the CPU, it's all about cheesing. There is not such a thing as mind games against a CPU. But you know, comboing is something that will help you. Actually, following with a combo after a clean hit takes a bit of practice. Yeah, I know. I mean, KOF, I know that it's an all fighting game, and every all fighting game, it was really hard to combo, especially something that in fighting games is called hit confirm. Hit confirm, well, as the name will suggest, is confirming that you hit the opponent by continue to hit them until the combo ends. The reason why it's called like that is because most of the times you don't know when the combo is gonna start, right? Like most of the times that you're throwing attacks, right? You are either missing because you're trying to scare the opponent, or the opponent is blocking them. So you don't know when the opponent is gonna let his guard down and it's gonna let that hit in. So you have to be prepared, because as soon as you get that hit, you gotta continue with a combo. There are multiple problems with that. Obviously, that first of all, it's not easy to react to the hit. But the other problem, as I was mentioning, is that combos are really hard in games like King of Fighters. It's already September, who messed with the flow of time? I don't know. It felt like, you know... I don't feel like this was a short year, but I guess it also depends on your experiences, right? It's obviously different for everyone. But to me this wasn't really a short year. I mean, it's not even over in the first place, but whatever already happened, I don't think it really was short. Okay, there's nothing down there. There's nothing nowhere. Except on the right side. But yeah, we're already in September. Remind me, please, when we reach October, more importantly, when we reach 31st of October, remind me to log on Muse Dash, because they will give me a Halloween something. I think it's an image, I don't even think it's a skin. So yeah, please remind me of it, because, you know, it apparently only happens in Halloween. Though I'm not gonna be playing Muse Dash on Halloween. As I said, as a tradition of the channel, I'm gonna be playing Dead Smiles. It's just a tradition at this point to play that game on Halloween. But probably also... Uh-oh. I don't think I'm supposed to... Yes, I think I was not supposed to go there. Well, I guess this is a labyrinth, though it's a pretty interesting labyrinth. Because the punishment for this labyrinth is death instead of being lost. Alright. Well, I can say that, you know, I don't mind a labyrinth. Wait, is there a spike on the other side? I'm assuming there is. Or not? Maybe there was another opening somewhere else. Oh, there is no spike. There is a column of fire that it's impossible to see. But I don't remember there being an opening to the lower floor. We will see. Maybe there was. Anyways, the point is that yes, I have to learn combos for King of Fighters. I will need to do that. But you know, they are hard, bro. And again, one of the reasons why I really don't bother too much with fighting games is in part because of the combos that a lot of them have that are just really hard to replicate. I mean, obviously, when you practice them for hours, they become a second nature. The problem is that I don't want to practice a combo for hours. You know, seems like that's a little bit excessive. Also, yes, I was right, you can go down here. So I'm not supposed to go right, there is only that here, right? I don't know why I assume otherwise. It was obvious that there was gonna be dead in there if up there was also, you know, dead. Why am I so stupid? It's alright, don't worry about it. Can be worse. Come on, go away, flames. Well, in that case there is only one way to go, and that's to the left side. Well, or maybe it could be down there. I mean, it looks like a dead end if we go to that spiral looking thing. But maybe it's not. Well, I'm assuming you have to go here. But you know, you have to be careful with the spike below. If I'm not mistaken, there was also a section like this in the original. I wanna be the guy. There was like a labyrinth-like section, and a lot of the times you couldn't see what was in the next screen until it was too late. Oh yeah, I think that's the case here. We can figure it out. I mean, I'm assuming that... yeah, it's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be one of those holes in this screen that is probably gonna go to the next checkpoint. Whew, that was close. Alright. Just need to go down. I'm really tempted to check that spiral, but I know it's gonna kill me. Like, I know that I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Alright, you also get nothing out of going left there. Good to know. Oh, but you get nothing because there is a gate jump. Or no, that's actually... no, this is not the same place. Wait, maybe if I get lucky, I will be able to go left here? No, probably not. Like, because maybe at the other side there's gonna be a fire column that I just need to get lucky in order to get through, just like that one, right? Well, then again, I'm pretty sure I can get past that fire column if I double jump. Let's find out. Though, I also think that there might not be anything on the other side. But you never know. So, if I try... ah, I can't believe I got past the fire and I got killed by a shitty ass spike that wasn't even moving. Yeah, I don't know, I got really lucky there, getting past that fire. Oh, but then again, isn't it the same timing as those? Yeah, it is the same timing. Okay. Though, I'm still assuming that there is gonna be... yeah. So what's this? Should I go left here? I could try. There is a lot of paths. I'm pretty sure only one of this is the right path, but I mean, we have to try. Just like with any labyrinth, there's gonna be trial and error. I mean, any labyrinth that is like, you know... fuck. Well, that one, I just need to jump at the right time. Now, the real issue will be remembering the places that I went into. That's really the hardest part about all this place with spikes and shit. Okay. Oh, it might be there. It might, well, at least I hope it's there. It looks promising. Let's find out if that's the case or not. Just need to be careful of the fire and some of those spikes too. Greeting the spike head on. Come on, bro. If it's not the one on the top, it's the one on the bottom. Good shit. It's okay. We can do this. We can do this for sure. A problem when I jump and I'm not low enough is that the screen changes, making it really hard to calculate my landing. Well, I have no excuse there. I was in the same screen and I still fucked it up, so no excuse for me there. Whew. Alright. You just need to wait until the fire goes. Well, that's not the right place. Alright. Write that down. That's not the right place. It's gonna be important to remember that. That's pretty evil. But then again, it's what I would expect. Is evil in its greatest expression. Okay, so instead of going there, we can go here. What was in here again? Okay, a column of fire. Just that. We should be able to dodge that without that much of an issue. I still believe that we should not be going there, regardless of what we do. Because I feel that obviously the right path is probably gonna be the longest and hardest one. And I feel that if we just go this way, we are cutting off a pretty big portion of this place. So I think that going here is really not gonna help at all. But it doesn't hurt to try. Well, I mean, it hurts my character, but it's okay. He can take it. Okay, remember the fire pillar. I'm gonna fall to the... Or I'm not falling anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna try to fall to the left side and see what's in there. It's a pretty loud motorcycle. Alright, well, it's not that way either. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised about that. So it's not there. Well, there is this other place here, but... know about this. Okay, it's still promising and it doesn't seem that hard. I still doubt that that's gonna be the place, but you know, you never know. Yeah, this labyrinth is a bunch of, you know, a bunch of bullshit, but it's okay. Oh, that wasn't... Alright. Maybe if I jump to the right... But then again, I don't think that any of these jumps is gonna work. I feel like I should go this way. I feel that that way, just because it looks like the longest one, is gonna be the right one. That's usually how it goes. It never stops. No, it definitely never stops. I mean, the game is making, you know, doing honors of its name. I mean, it is a HeavenTrap. So you know, it has to be like this. There is no other way. It was meant to be like this. But then again, isn't this a hell trap? How will a heaven trap look like? You know, maybe there are some questions that are better to not be asked. Yeah, and that's one of them. Alright, maybe I don't want to see how that looks like. But it's okay. Maybe we will find out here. Fuck. Dude, it's a gate jump. How am I failing a gate jump like that? It will be, you know, will be more understandable to fail the jump that comes right afterwards. Alright, let's try it. Like that. See, that one is understandable. That one makes sense to be failed. But the gate jump, like, come on, bro. How many gate jumps have I done? Do I wonder if, you know, the top I wanna be the guy fan game players, you know, struggle with gates from time to time or not? Do they? Because, you know, even if a gate is a fairly easy jump, you still have to control yourself a little bit with your finger, right? You can't just do a gate jump on demand. There is some effort that you have to input in your finger, but maybe the top players are so used to it that a gate jump is no longer a problem. I don't know. I mean, I don't watch top players, so I wouldn't know. Well, maybe it's not gonna be that way. Which honestly, it's kinda what I expected. But then, where do we go? There aren't many other places to enter, right? I mean, here's the thing. Every other path doesn't seem to lead anywhere, at least on that area. I guess they can mess up from time to time, but I don't think they struggle at that point. Yeah, I guess it's more of a 1 in 1,000 kind of thing, right? I guess it will be something like that. They probably don't struggle more than that. Fuck. And it's gonna be hard to find the exit to this labyrinth. Really have no idea where that exit could be. I still haven't went to every single possible place, but... And there's really nothing here either. Alright. I expected at least a trap that will corner me. Wait, what was the... Yeah, that was the one. So, going left automatically killed me, right? No, it was a gate jump. Do I want to do that gate jump? We can try. I mean, see, here's the thing. There are a lot of places here that might look like they lead to the same place. But maybe this is one of those places that, you know, when you go to a specific intersection, instead of going to the other side, you change maps. Maybe it's one of these places. Maybe it's one of those. And if it's one of those, we should definitely be trying every place possible here. But I don't know. Maybe this is just an infernal labyrinth that never ends. Who knows? Okay, we got that jump. I mean, this fire pillar section looks quite challenging, so maybe it's in here. Maybe not. Maybe it's not there. Though that thing that I probably died to was a spike. So maybe I can jump over it. I wonder what jumping over it will do. I mean, the best idea will be seeing what's at the other side from here. If I don't die. See, but that's the thing. At the other side, it's the same thing. Why will this be... Okay. Well, that's convincing. Yeah, I might need to go there. And then go down. Yeah. Seems like... Okay, seems like a possibility. So I just need to wait until the fire goes down in order to pass. Which is better than a spike, because at least the fire you can time it really easily, watching all of the other fires. A spike is a little bit harder because you basically have to jump being completely blind, like this one. That one is challenging. You still know that it's a gate jump, so you know there aren't many possibilities to fuck it up. You can still fuck it up though. So here we... I don't know, should I go down or should I go up? I'm gonna see what's down here. And if it doesn't work, I guess I'm just gonna go up. I'm pretty sure that up there is just dead. Alright. Down here there is also just dead. In fact, I didn't realize, but this place is the exact same one that we came from the other side. Damn it. So I guess there is only one way, but isn't that way gonna lead to that? Well, maybe not. But it's pretty interesting that the very last place that I explored is the one that is the correct one. Because as you can see, look at this, right? You can see two paths that lead to the right that are instant death. So why will the one on the bottom lead to somewhere else other than instant death, right? That's the real question here. But maybe, as I said, it's one of those places that, you know, all of a sudden if you pick the right path, you're gonna be able to go somewhere else, even if it doesn't make sense physically. Well, quote unquote physically. Beautiful. Well, that better be the place. That better be the place, because if that's not the place, I really don't know where to go. I really hope that's the place. We're about to find out. I mean, unless I fuck up a jump, every jump is already known. Like, well, you can see I can still fuck up a jump. But if I can do every jump properly... Wow. Alright, this is where I just can't stop fucking up, right? It's gonna be that time of the stream. Alright. I don't mind. I mean, it helps me practice my needle abilities. So why not? Man, the worst part is that I hit that gate jump like 4 times in a row. I guess it's the nerves. The nerves are getting to me. You never know. It might be. After all, we don't know what to expect after this. After a labyrinth area like this, is there gonna be a boss? Is there gonna be something else? Is there gonna be Wonderland? That time of the stream that happens like 5 times every stream. God damn it. Yeah, you might be right. It might be a little bit more frequent than we initially thought, but it's okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was that place. Alright, new area. Well, new area, but same background and same fires. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting. I wanna hit the save. There you go. I still can't believe that I literally went to almost, well, I think not even almost, I think I went to every single possible direction in that labyrinth, and I died, you know, to every single possible trap. When I could have just picked the right path, but I guess, you know, it's not really possible to know the right path beforehand. These apples are angry. Why are you so angry? Is it because of the fire? Which reminds me that I don't remember. What happens if you try to cook an apple? How does that work? Or, well, I say an apple, but what about any other fruit? I never tried it. But what will happen if you do that? Is the result good? Or is it just a mess? Because, you know, by cooking a fruit, you will basically completely dry it. Obviously. So, will that be a good idea? I really don't know. I can't believe it was the fire, the one that killed me there, god damn it. Well, now I kinda wanna see what happens if I cook an apple. So the result is probably gonna be disappointing. Though, there are some people that put, like they melt candy and then they put it on top of an apple. And then they put that apple on a stick, and maybe they sometimes put popcorn around. I don't know how that's called. But it's like, you know, I guess you are cooking the apple by doing that, since, you know, that candy that you melt, it's supposed to be really hot. So maybe you can. Oh, there we go. There is baked apples. Yeah, I don't know. Well, obviously you can make something like an apple pie, so you're essentially baking the apple just with some other ingredients. But I'm talking about just cooking the apple, like just, or baking, whatever. Like just the apple, nothing else added to it. Will that be a good idea? Something tells me that it probably wouldn't. But that's just my instinct telling me that. And I don't really have a kitchen instinct, because, you know, I really don't know much about cooking, so I wouldn't be able to tell if it will be a good idea or not. I want to find out. I think we have some apples in my house. Maybe I could try. At the same time, I also don't want to cause a fire. So, you know, it might not be the best idea to do that. But you never know. You can boil them a little bit. Boil them, huh? That's interesting. So basically just boil water and place an apple there. Huh. I wonder. what will happen if I do that. That's an interesting thing to try. Just eat the apple. Well, yeah, that's another option, but that's a boring option. I mean, that will be the easy way out. No, you need to mix it up. Just like in fighting games. You need to mix it up, bro. Just a mix up. I'm pretty sure that other fruits like oranges wouldn't really do too well if you boil them. But that's because they are a different kind of fruit, right? Like there are some fruits that I'm pretty sure that if you try to cook them or, well, boil them or bake them or whatever, I don't know if it's that good of an idea. And I think the orange is one of them, but I'm not sure. I don't think that boiling oranges might be a good idea. Oranges are mostly chewy. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you boil an orange, you're basically just getting rid of probably the most important thing. With an apple, you know, you can also completely dry it, but it's not that big of... I thought that was gonna open up. It didn't open up. I don't think you can do much with citrus. Yes, citrus, that's the word that I was looking for. Like, I was looking for a word and I was like, what's the word for this? Tropical fruits? No, it was citrus. But yeah, basically, citrus, I'm pretty sure you can do that. Aside from using the shoes to cook other stuff, yeah, exactly. You could use the shoes as a complement, but not really as the main material. But you know, that's the nice thing, and you know, I guess why a lot of people really like to cook is because it's all about experimenting, right? So all of this will sound pretty interesting in theory, but unless you do it yourself and you taste the result, you won't know for sure. I think candy made from orange skin and it's pretty yummy. It's pretty yummy. And yummy, someone call you an orange skin. I don't know how to interpret that. But we gotta be careful with that, because that might be something that might not be considered a nice thing now that I think about it. Alright. Don't worry, Twitch, I didn't say anything. Motherfucker. You know, there are so many insults that sometimes it's hard to keep up. Maybe calling someone an orange skin, I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah. Anyways. But yeah, the point is, it's all about experimenting. Wait, really? Oh! The spikes open up, so that's like a switch. An invisible one at that. But yeah. The thing is... well, it's always pretty interesting. There is something called dried fruits, I think, or I don't know how you call it in English. But it's basically like a mix of, you know, things like bananas, grapes, almonds, all of that, which are basically, well, as the name will suggest, dried fruits. Basically, the banana, for example, is completely hard. It's like a hard candy, but it's basically just a banana that was dried up. And probably with some ingredient that makes it, you know, keep that hard texture. So, yeah. Okay, so that's when that opens up. Wait, and now what? Oh, I didn't realize. Now I go back. Sadly, I don't think that saving is gonna do shit here. It's okay. Yeah, saving doesn't do shit indeed. Well, it shouldn't be hard to do that again. I mean, the whole screen has not changed. Dry bananas are good. Yeah, I agree. I like them. The problem with dried fruits is that I think the banana is the only one that I particularly like. Every other one is pretty, I don't know how to say it, but it's like tasteless. Well, not really tasteless, it's just that the taste is not sweet, right? And obviously bananas by default are sweet, so I like the Resi 13. I guess we should buy a ration of dry bananas exclusively. It will be probably a good idea. Okay, that was close. Of course, there will be another trap. Why not? Why not? You saw that coming, everyone saw that one coming. Motherfucker. Fruit sweets are too sweet for my self-imposed no sweet policy. No sweet policy. Interesting. So you have a policy to not eat sweet things. So that obviously includes ice cream, I'm assuming, right? Since that's pretty much the epitome of sweet. Right? That's weird. But you know, that's fine by me. Is there any specific reason why you wanted to take the no sweet policy? Is it because of the sugar? You don't want to ingest high quantities of sugar? It's not worth the problems? Okay. I don't think there is those many problems though. Like, you know. I mean, after all, I'm pretty sure literally everything that you eat has a side effect, right? I don't know. I don't think it's a particularly bad thing. But I respect the decision. I wonder what will happen. And since you are pretty close, I think that you know what this is. You know, in my country we have something called dulce de leche, right? Which is basically, I think you can describe it as milk that has sugar in it, and it has been cooked to the point that it's like a cream. I don't know exactly how it's made, but it's basically... I've seen tons of those. Well, there you have it. I wonder what you will think when you see that. What do you think every time you see it? Because that is also the epitome of sweet. And obviously the absolute state of sweetness is ice cream of that flavor, which is my favorite, by the way. Everything in moderation, as they say. Yeah, of course. That's too sweet for me. Damn, too sweet. Maybe it is too sweet. Oh, you have to be shitting me. There is gonna be a trap here for sure. I just can't think that this is literally the only thing that you're gonna throw at me here. There's gonna be a trap for sure. Like, come on, bro. This can't be it. I'm scared. Uh-oh. I don't like that. Wait, where are we going? Am I supposed to jump or am I supposed to let myself go? No, I was supposed to let myself go. Oh shit, the music is in? Oh, never mind. It was just a bad case of loop. Alright, there we go. Well, I don't know where we're going. I wanted to probably see if there was something up there, but whatever. Oh! Well, that looks scary. What am I looking at? And more importantly, why is it not taking any hits? Okay, it takes hits in the eyes. Well, it seems to be taking normal damage. We will see. Fuck. Condensed milk? Is that how you call it in English? Is that how you translate dulce de leche in English? That's an interesting one, if that's the case. I want to see what's all the way up there. I'm curious. I'm probably gonna die. That's a big boy indeed. Condensed milk is different? Well, that's what I expected. Oh, but there is something in here. Wait a second. Wait. I don't know where I am. I don't even know if I'm jumping to a specific place. Oh, I'm still there. I don't think this really goes anywhere. Well, it was worth a try. Though that might be a secret, I'm not sure, honestly. It's close but not quite. Yeah, it's a weird thing. It's like caramelized milk, if that's a word. I don't know, you can Google it. Well, if someone can write it in chat for Yummy, because the hotkeys are not gonna allow me to. I wonder if he actually picked it up by listening to it. Maybe he actually did. I don't know. Have to put Yummy's Spanish to the test. Ouch. Yeah, that's how you write it. I wonder if Yummy guessed it. Did you guess the writing, Yummy? Maybe he wasn't even listening, which is the most likely outcome. It seems like it could be a hard boss fight. But at the same time, if this is all the patterns that this guy has, it's really not that hard. So I'm assuming he's gonna have something else or a second phase. Most people here call it Cajet. Wow, that's an interesting nickname. They call it like that because of what I think, right? Like, they call it like that because that's a synonym of something else, right? Which is pretty interesting, if it is what I think it is. I hate sweet sugar Really? Wow, everyone in my chat hates sweet things. I can't believe it. Alright. That's pretty nice to know. But damn, I can't believe it. They hate it. Just like that. You like sweet? Alright, well, at least we have one here. One here that likes the sweet things. I mean, yeah. As I said, the dulce de leche is definitely my, you know, favorite flavor on everything. They say we are what we eat. Does that mean we are in sweet? Well, I mean, I don't know how to answer to that, but you know, I don't think that's really the case. I mean, after all, consider myself, right? I really like sweet things, and yet I'm probably the saltiest dude that you meet. So, you know, I don't think that's necessarily true. You know, I think I'm the best example for that. All these flavors, and you choose to be salty. Only exceptions are like tonic. Tonic, huh? But you produce your own salt? I have an endless supply of salt. That's pretty nice. Endless supply. Yeah, I guess having an endless supply of salt can be really nice. I'm still concerned about this. Is there something here? I don't think there's anything there, but this looks like a secret. Maybe you're supposed to calculate the shams. Like, you're here, right? There. So if I do 1, 2... I don't think this is doing anything. No, this is definitely not doing shit. But this is a secret for sure. I really wonder what's about that secret. I mean, there has to be something in here. I can't just believe that there is nothing. I wonder how you get it. Maybe if I choose a spam like crazy, I'm gonna get somewhere. I really wish I knew. I mean, we can always... Well, that's a good idea. We can keep shooting to see. See, for example, I'm in a platform right here. Because I'm shooting, but nothing is coming out. So that means that that works. Huh. I wonder if I'm going anywhere. Okay, so I went back down. Yeah, I think you should have to follow these steps here. But I don't know. Seems to be pretty precise because... So for example there, I'm in. I don't know if I'm going anywhere. Like for example there, I already fell. I don't really know about this one. Maybe there is actually nothing here and I'm just wasting my time. That will be possible. And I'm really curious. Yeah, that's probably something that I should deal with after I deal with this guy. Because there is probably a secret there, but you know. We can see that secret after we beat this guy. Or not, I mean, maybe not. Like maybe that's gonna take us to a true final boss or some shit. That's definitely a secret though. Really wonder. I'm really tempted to ask Yami about it. But then again, Yami doesn't remember. So we can know for sure. Yeah, that definitely looks like a secret. Like my instincts definitely tell me that there is something there. But what? Damn it, I really want to try to get this, but I feel like I'm just losing my time. I'm wasting my time. We also hear the shums, and they are happening, but I don't know, I'm trying to jump left, right, and see if I can get something out of it. I don't even know where I am. And sadly the sound is not really what you will consider stereo here. But you know. Damn it. Maybe if I check... I mean, the ceiling goes here. Sadly, the music is really blocking the sound a lot. Like, here I'm in a higher platform, right? Like, I'm assuming that here I must be in this platform or somewhere there, but then what? Because I try jumping right, left, and it's not working. That's why I doubt that this is useful. Maybe it is. I don't know. And again, it's impossible to see what's going on there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna care about that, because it doesn't seem possible to find out. Even if there are some really specific clues. Then again, what will the secret be? Because you know, there are a lot of games, like for example Boshi, that have a lot of secrets, but those secrets are usually, you know, you can find it through the whole game. I'm pretty sure this will be the first secret that I find here. I don't think Ken Gav... Come on, Yami, this looks really tough. I mean, here's the thing. What I think that this is, as I said, you jump into every platform trying to, you know, carefully not fall. I think that's what you do. Now the problem is, unless it's the other way around, maybe instead of jumping, let's see. I don't think this is gonna work. No, it's not gonna work. Damn it. There is a point where I kinda do a double jump, and at that point seems that I already failed. But I don't know. I mean, I'm jumping completely blind. I think I need your assistance, Yami. I think I definitely need your assistance here. I mean, I just have too little clues. Again, I assume that that's what it is. That you're just supposed to climb slowly, but I tried to move in a pretty reasonable way from left to right and it's not working. I know that you can't even see what I'm doing. Like right now it looks like I'm just staring at a screen. You have no idea. Damn, you have no idea and you still have the nerve to say, can Gabby solve the mystery? Yeah, and don't give me that bullshit of I didn't say that. You know you thought it. I can see it in your mind. Fuck. Well, if anyone wants to Google that tower on the bottom, that would be nice. There is definitely something there. Then again, I can just beat this guy, but what if that secret allows me to see the true last boss? What if that's a thing? I mean, you never know if there is a true last boss or not. Usually there aren't, but you really can't be sure. I mean, this game is capable of anything. We will see. Maybe it's true that there is nothing there. There is also this boss fight. But what I don't want it to happen is that, for example, this boss fight, if I beat this guy, which it doesn't seem like it's close to happening, but let's say that it happens, right? I won't be able to go back there. That's the problem. I want to, if there is something meaningful there. I don't know if it was this game or there was another game that had the tag secrets in Delicious Fruit. And if it was this game, I'm assuming that that's the secret that they are referring to. So, you know. It's alright, don't worry about it. Maybe it's just a cosmetic secret that, like, I wanna be the guy. I mean, I wanna be the guy also had a bunch of secrets. And honestly, you know, I couldn't give less of a shit about it. I did care about the ones on Boshi, and in fact I had someone in chat telling me where they were, because the secrets in Boshi are actually useful. Well, I mean, some of them are, you know, purely cosmetic, but you have some gameplay altering items. I still, again, if this is all the fight has to offer, I don't feel it's that hard. The problem is that I'm saying that while I'm not even reaching halfway through the fight. I don't know if I should be saying that now that I think about it. Whew. What a dodge. What? I think at some point he starts shooting double. Like, sometimes he starts shooting like 2 red apples in a row. It becomes a problem. I also like how in all their fun games, basically the only possible projectile is the fucking apple. So there are some, like for example, well, I mean, the original I Wanna Be the Guy had a projectile that was the bullet. Like in the final boss fight of I Wanna Be the Guy, you could see the bullet being a a type of projectile that was used a lot in that fight, by the way. Though I think I understand the difficulty of this fight. I think every 1/3 of his health he starts summoning 2 attacks at the same time. As you can see here, he only does one attack at once. But then, when he eventually reaches, you know, 2/3 of his health, as you can see, he's starting to become way more aggressive. And in fact, that's not 2/3, that's 3/4. I think every fourth of his life he starts spamming more and more. So that can be pretty dangerous. Because if he starts spamming more every quarter of the life, at some point we might get 4 attacks at the same time. If we get that, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. It's definitely gonna be problems. Well, let's hope that that's not the case. I mean, after all, hope is the last thing that you lose or something like that. It kinda looks like he's packing. He's packing what? He's packing this nut? Kinda looks like he's packing. If that's a slang expression, I haven't learned it yet. So will you do me the honors? Looks like he's packing. Big dick? You mean the red thing? Or you mean the purple one? Because, you know, if it's the red thing, you know, that looks a little bit... I mean... I don't know about you, but I don't think my dick has that shape. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I think, right? I'm not sure, I mean, you never know when it might change. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have that shape. If it's the purple one, I could agree that that's maybe, you know, big bullshit. You never know. You never know when there might be a surprise. Fuck. Man, I really want to go to the bottom place of this tower and see what secret is there. The problem is that I don't want to Google it myself. Well, first of all, because I have the hotkey, so I wouldn't be able to. But even, for example, after the stream, I don't want to get spoiled. Well, that is, unless I finish the game today, which seems unlikely. You know, want to know. I want to know because, you know, it's one of those things that I'm pretty sure that you cannot reach unless you beat the whole game again. Well, that or you use a save editor, but you know, I don't really feel like using a save editor if it's possible to just go back here wherever I want to find that secret. Also, there is the whole thing that save editors are not seen in a good light, apparently, in the fun game community. Even if your reasons are legitimate. Kinda reminds me when save states were seen in a really bad light, right? Like I remember, well, not just save states, but emulators in general. I remember when someone was saying like, if you play with emulators, you're not really playing the game, right? Like it doesn't count that you play through an emulator. Remember that was an argument. Nowadays not so much, considering that the disponibility of retro consoles is, you know, obviously not that much. Oh shit. And this guy has new attacks. Pretty cute attacks, by the way. Oh, I almost got fucked there. That's a lot of light blue apples. Okay, and just like the previous attack, he starts combining attacks one after the other. Okay. I still think that this shouldn't be that big of a deal unless he has a second phase. So we will see. Maybe... I don't know what I'm getting into. Probably. Also, I'm trying to figure out what that red thing, like, below the gun is supposed to be. Like, you will think that that's a tail, but I disagree because he apparently has another one on the opposite side. So that can be a tail, because that will mean that he has two tails. Which, I mean, it's a possibility, but I don't think that's the case. Right? Wonder what it's supposed to be. Uh-oh. Damn it. I also want to find out the iframes, because it seems that spamming while I jump doesn't seem to be the smartest idea, because it seems like it has like half a second of iframes, right? So basically 25 iframes. Maybe. I don't know. The thing is, yeah, I mean, I'm hitting 3 shots, but it's only damaging in one of them. But then again, hitting multiple times, it's a good thing if you don't know if you're gonna properly hit him. So, it's a nice thing. Fuck. The Kirby apples. He really likes the Kirby apples. I also really wonder if what he has in his mouth that is red, I wonder if that's supposed to be blood or if that's supposed to be his tongue. I don't know. And again, there aren't many pixels to use as reference as you would like to. So, you know. Maybe guessing it is a little bit of a problem. Come on. Fuck. You know, the black apples here definitely don't let you catch a break, huh? Because I'm pretty sure they are aimed, and since they are aimed, they will most likely always target the floor. And if they target the floor, it makes it really hard to dodge them properly. Because at the time that you're dodging them, you're probably dodging another pattern, right? I guess we can give it a try. I mean, we've been able to get more than halfway through, so it should be doable. So maybe it's gonna be like the Idol Master thing. It's gonna take some time, not that long though. Oh, also, Yami, I have a question. Is there a way, I'm not saying it because of this thing, but just to know, is there a way in I Wanna Be the Guy fan games to mute the music? Like, you know, you have a hot button for new game, and you have a hot button for full screen. I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but Control plus M, is that right? Or is that gonna... I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know, that sounds like a really big shebate. I'm not saying that I don't trust you, I'm just saying that, you know, that sounds like the perfect bait. Then again, the M makes sense that it's for music, but it sounds too convenient. Well, let's find out. No, Control M doesn't do shit. I guess this game doesn't support it, maybe. Well, it's alright, don't worry about it. And again, I'm pretty sure this game also doesn't have full screen. Well, it was a brave attempt. But yeah, it doesn't do shit. Control M. Oh, no, not that one. No, neither of the control buttons do anything. If it's supported, it's Control M, otherwise sadly no. I see. Alright, the next question is, what the fuck am I supposed to do in the tower on the bottom? I'm just kidding, okay? You're gonna find that out eventually. Even if it has to be by googling it myself. I will find out. In fact, I could make a backup of the save right here. And even if I beat this section, F4 plus Alt. Damn, that's a really good one. But then again, I don't think that works, right? I mean, I'm talking about, that's a really good shebate, but I mean, if you press F4 before Alt, I don't think it works, right? Otherwise, I will give you points for mixing that up. That will catch a lot of, you know, not really focused people off guard. You know. Doesn't work. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the thing about alt combinations. You have to press alt first. And the same, I think, applies with control. Like, I think if you do W control instead of control W, I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. And well, same applies to literally every other combination that requires that. You know. It was a brave attempt, I will say. Also, this guy is supposed to be a devil, I'm assuming, but he has a halo. I mean, a red halo, but it's still a halo. Or halo. Whatever the fuck you pronounce that shitty ass word that nobody uses other than for naming that FPS game. Actually, is it an FPS or is it a TPS? No, I'm pretty sure it's an FPS. Halo. I think it's an FPS, right? I don't know, I don't have an Xbox because I think that Xbox is trash. Sorry, but you know. Well, then again, Halo is no longer an exclusive, so you know, you can play it on PC if I gave a shit, that is. Maybe I should play it. I mean, since a lot of people say that it's such a good game, maybe it is such a good game. I don't know, bro. FPS games, I don't know. Doesn't seem like something I would enjoy. FPS. Not my thing. Especially because it seems like a really high focus on the Halo series in the multiplayer, which again I couldn't give less of a shit about. I mean, FPS multiplayer games are like a salt factory. You don't want to go there. The FPSs, I mean, you can tell by the fact that most FPS games allow you to talk on voice chat. A lot of that voice chat is quite salty, to say the least. You can take Counter as an example. Used to play a ton of Battlefield 3 and 4. You know, I bought Battlefield 4 for the PS4 and I only played it a little bit before I just got so salty that I didn't want to play anymore. But yeah, that's basically just one of the multiple things that, you know, made me not want to play multiplayer games. Just mute. Yeah, you can do that, but you know, the salt is not always on the people you play against. A lot of the times the salt is something that is inside you. You know, the salt is in your soul. It is imprinted into your very being. Yeah. FPS multiplayer games help that salt awaken from you. You don't want that. Maybe it's just my personal experience. You know, after all, know that I'm the king of salt. The real treasure was the salt we made along the way. Well, isn't that pretty much the plot of Salt and Sanctuary? Great game, by the way. Salt and Sanctuary is a really good game. A Metroidvania, and I'm pretty sure I'm right when I call that game a Metroidvania. Or is Yami gonna call me out because it's not a true Metroidvania? Because it doesn't have, you know, every single element that is required for it to be a Metroidvania. I think that game is a Metroidvania. I think unless the game is called La Mulana, it's not a Metroidvania in Yami eyes. I think that's how it works. But it's okay. Man, La Mulana. That was one of the games that I quit, that I didn't feel like playing anymore. That was one of the examples when I was talking about the games that I quit because I didn't like them versus the game that I quit because they were too hard. Or La Mulana was definitely one that I quit because I just didn't like it. I don't like figuring shit out when, you know, basically not only you have to figure out the puzzles, but you also have to figure out the rules of the puzzle. I don't like that. It is? Wait, when you say it is, are you saying that Sultan Sanctuary is a Metroidvania, or are you saying that La Mulana is the only true Metroidvania? Because I don't know what to expect from you, to be quite honest. I'm saying that Halo is a roguelike? Damn. Halo is a roguelike? I can't believe it. Hey Simu, how is it going? We were just talking about our favorite roguelike Halo. A really good roguelike game. I especially like the part when you know, go around and shoot people in a first-person camera. Yeah, I mean, Halo is my favorite roguelike. I've been playing it since 1984. Really good game. I recommend it. Best roguelike I played. Your favorite is DDR? Yeah, the DDR is pretty nice. Sadly, you know, Konami had to turn it into an MMO. I guess it's pretty nice finding your fellow arrows, right? Pretty nice the design that they can come up with. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I prefer it as a roguelike and not as an MMO. It is what it is. Also, roguelikes aside, did you play this game, Simu? Because I have a question, but it seems that nobody here knows the answer. Well, I mean, Yami played it, but apparently it was so long ago that his memory deleted it. Which makes sense, I would have probably done the same, but you know. I mean, I already deleted my memories of a lot of games that I liked, by the way. I deleted them because, you know, my brain can only hold so much information. You remember it? Alright, I mean, sorry, you played it. Well, my question is, do you remember this secret? There is this area where you can go through the wall, and apparently you can go up. Now, what you will think is that you're supposed to use these little platforms to propel yourself up, but it's not working. Or maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I don't know how I'm doing it wrong. So I'm trying to see if maybe you knew how to do this. Because I would like to know, because this is definitely a secret. Like, this is for sure a secret, but I don't know what to do. I mean, again, my idea is slowly climbing, and you can see that you can climb because here you shoot, and here you're also shooting, and I'm looking at the left side, but nothing is coming out because I'm in a higher platform. Yet I can't go any further than that. That's as far as I can get. So I remember that wall. I don't remember if I got anything in there. I don't think I got any secrets. It's weird because it looks pretty secret-like. Like, the fact that you can keep going up, it definitely looks like there is something, but I have no clue. I just don't know. It's a mystery. Maybe you're right, maybe there is no secret here, maybe I'm just being a little paranoid, but I can't help but think that there might be a secret. Then again, if there is a secret, that will be literally the only secret in the game, because I'm pretty sure there was no other place with a secret. But that's the only time where I see that, and I'm like, there has to be something in here. Especially because it really tempts you, right, with those platforms in the walls. It's like it's telling you, hey, you can use this to go up, right? And I really believe that, but I just don't know how. Apparently jumping right, left, it's not going well. I'm willing to research as part of a transaction. And what will be that part of the transaction? Well, what will that be? Do you even have more requests? I thought that you wanted me to play the sushi game was the only request you had. You also have another game other than that? I wonder. I don't see an 100% speedrun, so I'm guessing there are no... Okay, maybe there are no speedruns. Oh, you mean no secrets? Yeah, I mean, I also assumed that. But it's just too... Maybe the secret is that there is no secret. I could see that happening. Like, maybe the secret is that there are no secrets. You know, it's the mix-up, the no mix-up, right? You know, in fighting games, you have something that is called a cross-up. Cross-up means that you jump over an opponent to his other side, and you do a jumping attack there. Well, most of the times it's a jumping attack. So that way you are forcing the opponent to block on the opposite side that he's facing, right? Like, instead of blocking by holding back, they block by holding forward. The no mix-up is that you make your opponent think you're going for a cross-up, but in reality you're just staying in front. So that way the poor opponent is trying to block by pressing by pressing forward, but in reality they are not gonna block shit because it's not a cross-up, so they are gonna eat that attack raw. Yeah, I just explained that just so you know what's a no mix-up. So maybe this secret is also a no mix-up. Maybe it tries to lure you into thinking that it's a secret, but in reality there is no secret. And it will be a really good shebate. I mean, honestly, it will be the best trap that this game could have come up with. And I also just realized that Clone Cat called Taiko an RPG. What a stoner. Everyone knows Taiko is a Toho character. You know, one of my favorite Toho characters, in fact. Mostly because of legs. I mean, because I really like the fight. It's a really good fight. Pretty good extra boss fight. Pretty nice. I wonder what Yami is thinking about that transaction. Maybe Yami is still investigating? Are you still investigating, Yami? Is it that hard to find? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, after all, even if this might be a game that apparently is referenced in a lot of other fun games, I don't think it will be really that popular outside of that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you cannot find any information on this game other than, well, you know, choose some screenshots, right? And maybe obviously the delicious fruit page. Other than that, I don't think you're gonna find much. Ain't putting in work without payment. Dude, I asked you and you ignored me. What is the payment this time? I asked and you were like, huh, it's a secret. Well, if it's a secret I can't pay. Imagine you go to a grocery store and you are like, hey, can you give me a candy? Yeah, sure. And they don't say anything else, right? You have to guess the price. I do know. What? So I'm the one that have to bring up the offer? I don't know, dude. What offer do you want? I mean, what? Do you want JavaScript classes? Seems that you will need them. I mean, what? No. How will I say that? No, Gabby, don't say that. Don't provoke the bull. It's like Humble Bundle, you choose your own price. Yeah, that's a good example. Oh damn it. Now that I say that, I guess Yami is already tracking down my location. It's already on his way here. It's gonna say this web developer is gonna catch these hands. Yeah, I know. But you know, it's alright. I mean, after all, there's nothing wrong with receiving classes, right? Every once in a while. God damn it. Today, we went in a pretty long talk about JavaScript in my Discord. Yami and me. Yami basically saying that JavaScript is fucking trash, and me defending JavaScript, saying that, you know, it is what it is. It can be much better because it is the way that it was handled. And also, it's not even that bad of a language. What the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean that wasn't the discussion? You told me that JavaScript was trash, and I told you that it wasn't trash. I mean, sure, we can describe a couple more things after that, but I mean, that was pretty much... Okay, Colo is back. Well, you came right in time to experience this abomination of a boss. You know, this boss reminds me, remember when you play one of the solitaires in Windows 98? I think it's called Free Cell, the solitaire. And when you clear the solitaire, there is the king that appears in the cards. It appears really big and it's all pixelated, right? It reminds me to that. Was? Oh, you say that it was trash. Yeah, and well, alright. Whatever. I told you that it wasn't trash. And you were like, no, it was trash. And then I said it wasn't trash. And then you said, well, okay, some people think it's trash. And then I told that those people can, you know, can stigma. So, you know, that was the conversation. What happened to the singing? I won. That was like quite long ago. Nico wants to see it again. Of course he wants. This motherfucker is obsessed with all this shit. motherfucker is absolutely obsessed, so of course he wants to see it. But I have bad news for you. I already won quite some time ago. So yeah. I like to remain on the right side. Yeah. Well, I know, but you know, you have to resist the temptation. I know that you have your best intentions, but you know, you gotta resist. You gotta resist. Can you resist? Well, if he was upset, he would have used her name. I don't even know her name. To be completely honest. How is she called? You know, to be completely honest, I don't know the name of any single... Sorry. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't know the name of any single character from Idolmaster. There we go. Damn. English is hard. Sorry about that. Wait a second. This guy only shoots when I shoot. So I was spamming, but it seems like the best way to kill this guy is by doing it slowly. There is no reason to hurry up. Alright, that's why he was going so frenzy with the attacks. So he only attacks when I shoot. I'm pretty sure one of their names is Hamburger. That's a name. Gabby solved the mystery. So this was the mystery that you were talking about. All right. Yeah, I can see. But then again, I don't know if this makes it really that easier. Because he still shoots two at the same time. It's just that there is obviously a lot less clutter on the screen. Because I'm not doing it that much. But I don't know if it really makes it that easier. Especially in the second phase, where I think it doesn't matter what I do. Let's see. Okay, so what happens here? Oh wow, it's a lot easier. Unbelievable. It still has some interesting patterns, but I think if I do this, it should definitely be doable. Like, for sure. I wonder if there's gonna be a moment where he's like, nah, you know what, fuck it, and he just goes crazy. Like, something tells me that that's gonna happen. Okay, that was a pretty nasty attack. Okay, he's combining his attacks quite a lot. So even if there is not that much clutter, this is still quite hard to dodge. Yeah, it can be hard to dodge. So the boss is just defending himself and you're attacking for no reason? Maybe. Sacrifices must be made if you wanna be the trap. And yes, I indeed became the bad guy, I guess. Was referring to secret? I will never ruin something like that. Wait, what do you mean was referring to secret? What is with this cryptic talk, Yami? God damn it! Why you gotta be always so cryptic? I didn't solve the mystery. I mean, if you're talking about the secret below, I didn't find anything. God damn it. Then again, Yami sometimes. You can clearly see his gigantic. Alright. Wow. What a comment. I don't know, I don't know, dude. I think you are just seeing what you want to see, cause I cannot clearly see anything. I mean, if there is something clear, it's definitely not that. Motherfucker. Here we go with the dick talks again. Well, yeah, blame Yami. I never once mentioned the dick here. Wow, that was a really tight dodge. Really think there is a part where... Whew. The attacks, yeah, the attacks definitely get way more crazy, even if I'm individually hitting it. Even when with this strategy of making one attack at a time, it still becomes really crowded. And it becomes a little bit hard to dodge, especially because not only it's crowded, but it's also fast. It's bound to happen. Alright, I was thinking something. What if you investigate this? Oh shit. Wait a second. We do have a raid. Hey, Dragon Kuro, thanks for the raid. And Luna is here too. How is it going, Luna and Kuro? Thanks a lot for the raid. What is everyone doing? Abort our talk. Nah, it's fine. I think it's okay. How was your stream? How was your stream? I'm basically tryharding this boss. Funnily enough, I was about to end the stream, but I guess I can do a couple more attempts now. I mean, why not? And after all, we are learning this boss. Doing some ED rust on speed running. Speed running, huh? Which game? Because I think when it comes to speed running, I mean, most speed runners don't do more than one game at the same time, right? Toho Luna Nights. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting game to speed run. I feel like if there's anything that can hold a lot of value in that game, it's a speedrun. Since, you know, the gameplay is pretty dynamic. I mean, the game itself is pretty easy. So I guess having a speedrun will be a really good way of making the game challenging. Since, you know, there can be a lot of complex movement options for sure. And with the amount of mechanics that you have, I'm sure that the combinations can get crazy. I'm definitely not gonna do it though, but you know, if you like speedrunning, I guess that game can be a really good one for that. It has moves that are weird. I can do some of them. Yeah, you know, that's the thing, and one of the reasons why when I beat that game, I was so pissed off, because I really like a lot the mechanics of that game. The problem is that the main game doesn't make use of them, in the sense that you have all of these mechanics, all these ways, these different ways of killing the enemies, of going through, you know, different places, right? And yet, the game doesn't require them. Like, you can beat the game without doing any of that. And I feel that that's a pretty big missed opportunity. because with the amount of mechanics that that game has, you can definitely have I wanna be the guy tier of, you know, difficulty. And I mean, it doesn't have to be incredibly hard. You could tweak the difficulty, I guess. But you know, I guess speedrunning is a good way to add that difficulty. Speedrun this boss and spam shots. This boss will speedrun him. Yeah, I think this boss, if anything, is the one that is gonna speedrun me, for sure. I personally don't like stupidly hard games. Yeah, I guess that's, you know, that's understandable, but there are some games that, you know, well, for example, Touhou, right? Touhou can range from pretty challenging to absurdly hard. And the only thing it takes is a difficulty selector. So I feel that if Luna Knights had a difficulty selector, I mean a difficulty selector that is, you know, that changes a lot more things. Yeah, Touhou is a good example for that. Like, you can play, for example, Subterranean Animism in normal, and it's a pretty hard game, but it's definitely something that it might take you a couple of weeks. But if you do Lunatic, I don't think a couple of weeks is enough. Another one for the club. Yeah, I mean, Kuro likes Touhou. I mean, you know, basically, I'm pretty sure everyone here is in one way or another a Touhou fan. I mean, you have Yannick, you have Clonecat, you have Kuro, Luna, Yami, right? Yami is also a really good Touhou fan. Oh, you don't like Touhou? But you like Luna Knights. Well, I guess you like Metroidvanias then. Metroidvanias. Well, yeah, in that case it's not a bad choice. Yeah, Mr. Colo definitely likes, you know, he's probably the biggest Touhou fan in this chat. He loves it. Mr. Colo loves it. I mean, I don't know who I will be able to, you know, surpass the amount of favoritism that he has for those series. But it's okay, you know. I'm gonna get there. I just need to keep practicing. It's okay. You know, you have the most tsundere Touhou fans among your viewers. It depends, because I think, well, yes, Colo, well, no, actually, Colo is definitely, I mean, Yami is the biggest tsundere I've seen, yes, in my chat, that is true. But you know, Yannick, for example, it's a big Touhou fan, like, Yannick definitely lets you know that he likes Touhou. Pretty sure you could find Touhou body pillows with him. I don't know if you're talking about Colo or Yami, but I think it applies for both, yeah. I think it will apply for both, especially Yami. But it's okay. I mean, you don't have to hide it, Yami, don't worry about it. We all here know that you absolutely love Touhou. Just like you love JavaScript, you know? Yami's also a pretty big JavaScript fan. Like the other day he was telling me about how thankful he was that JavaScript was the only front-end language that he could use for web pages. He was like, damn, I'm so thankful. so thankful that the ECMA was able to come up with this language, and we have the you know, the luck to use it as the only one, as the only front-end language. I'm really glad that it won the browser wars. It was basically detailing, you know, every single feature that he absolutely loved about JavaScript. And I'm like, wow, this guy really likes JavaScript. It was saying things like, you know, callbacks are amazing. Callbacks, like, you know, every time I go to sleep, I dream about callbacks. And I get pretty upset when I wake up because I wish the dream will go on forever. But not to worry, when I wake up, I go to the computer and I start making callback functions, nested callback functions, right? You know, a callback that calls another callback, right? And he's like, I'm in paradise. Yeah, he really likes it. Really big JavaScript fan. Yeah, callbacks are good. I was saying today how good callbacks are, and Yami was agreeing. Well, yeah, I love them, right? I don't know what that one day is supposed to mean. I don't know, it feels threatening. I wonder what Yami means with that. Beware of callback hell. Oh, don't worry about that. Yeah, Yami is like, callback hell. I eat that for breakfast. Don't worry about it. Yeah, he once told me that he made a whole program using, you know, a really big callback pyramid. Spend like 5 minutes describing yourself. I mean, what can I say? I like callbacks. I don't know how so many people don't like callbacks in JavaScript. Like, come on, bro. They are not even that hard to understand. Like, the biggest complaint that people have about callbacks is that they don't understand them. How can you not understand such a simple... Okay, it's not a simple concept. I'm not gonna fool you. It's not a simple concept, yes, that's true. However, I'm pretty sure that after, you know, just a little bit of time studying it, you immediately understand that yes, after a little bit of time and immediately are mutually exclusive. But what I'm trying to say is, it's something that eventually clicks on you and you understand. I think the most important part about callbacks is understanding that in JavaScript a function can be a variable. That's something that a lot of people struggle to understand. In JavaScript you can assign a function to a variable. You do that and you use that variable however the fuck you want, including as a callback. So yeah. But you know, the thing is, I don't know, some people just don't understand. Just like some people, you know, can't, you know, play Toho Lunatic. Nah, I'm just kidding, okay? It's not that hard. It's not as hard as Toho Lunatic. But yeah. Callbacks are good. It was pretty funny to me, you know. In all seriousness, how Yami told me that before promises, which is a JavaScript feature, before promises were implemented in JavaScript, JavaScript was absolute trash. And I don't understand how. I mean, callbacks are pretty much, or okay, the reverse. promises are pretty much callbacks with a sugar coating. Like, it's literally the same shit. Like, the only difference is instead of passing a function, you pass a promise. You still pass a function to the then and to the error. I have no problem with callbacks, it's the fucking nested garbage. Yeah, but as I told you, that's the fault of the programmer, not the language. Like, it's like complaining that, I don't know, its programming language allows the user to name variables without any rhyme or reason, right? So you see a piece of code where a variable is called, I don't know, Sean. One of the variables is called Sean, right? And the other variable is called Carlos, right? And you blame the programming language for that. That's not the fault of the programming language, that's the fault of the stoner that coded it. Come on, bro. To avoid that, you need to async or some other shit library, and the code looks dumb as hell. I don't know, dude. I just think that it's a little bit of bias. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of bias. Like, for example, I could also give an example about myself. You know, I think that Street Fighter V is a piece of garbage of a game, but that's just me being biased because of the things that Street Fighter V caused. It doesn't mean that the game itself is absolute trash. You can still play it, it works, like, you know, it works, right? And you can find enjoyment in it. So it's not literal trash. However, I'm biased against it because of the things that Street Fighter V caused, which might or might not be completely related to the game, but to me, it's too late to call Street Fighter V any other thing than garbage. So I think this is the same thing that is happening with Yami here. It's not like JavaScript is garbage. It's just that Yami has brewed a lot of hate for JavaScript, and now, even if JavaScript is a perfectly acceptable language, no matter what, Yami is always gonna have that salt ready. It might be one of those cases. But it's alright, Yami, don't worry. We are all biased against something in one way or another. It's totally normal. You don't have to worry about it. Like, for example, how you are biased against anything that comes from Japan. Well, yeah, kinda like that. But it's okay. As I said, there is no need to worry about it. You can, you know, just live perfectly well with that. I mean, I can. Even if I have to accept that Street Fighter V exists, I can still live perfectly well with that bias. Also, I'm getting fucked, by the way. As a side note, right? As a side note, I'm getting a little bit obliterated by this boss. That's just a normal consequence of spending more time inflaming Yami than in actually practicing the patterns. I have never seen a good fix for callback hell that doesn't make the code look like shit other than promises. See, but that's the thing. I think it's more of a problem with architecture here. If you have to rely on callback hell, it's because somewhere in your code, and not necessarily in the JavaScript side of the code, somewhere you're doing something that is not optimal. and it gets reflected on JavaScript. Like for example, you do an HTTP request to the server backend, right? And instead of, fetching all of the data in one request, you do it in 4. But you need to know of each one of those pieces of information before you proceed with the other one. So then you fall into the callback hell that you mentioned in JavaScript. You have to call the first one, and when the first one is done, you call the second one. Second one done, calls the third one, and then, etc., right? That's an issue that I think the responsible there is the bad architecture of the REST controllers. Like, it's pretty clear to me that the way you are calling the backend is not optimal. So I wouldn't blame JavaScript for that. If you don't have a service that gives you all the information in one go, that's not the fault of the front end, that's the fault of the backend and the lack of planning. Because otherwise, I don't see many other situations where you can fall into that callback hell that you mentioned. Sure, there are a lot of systems, and all of them I'm pretty sure they are complex. But there is always a lot of pretty optimal ways of fixing that, and callback hell is not always one of them. But also, I apologize for anyone that is not really, knowledgeable about programming. Probably all I'm saying doesn't make any fucking sense to you. But, we had this conversation with Yami today, and it's a pretty interesting conversation. Because, it's something that I don't usually discuss with anyone. It don't make sense to me. It's alright. Yeah, I know. It's normal. I used to code for a living, but I really don't like JavaScript. Alright. Well, you can join the club with Yami. Well, actually, you can join the club with Yami and Nitori. They don't like JavaScript. I love JavaScript. But I'm a web developer. So, it is the way it is. I mean, I think that JavaScript doesn't make sense to me. Okay. My husband has been working in JavaScript and I hate looking at it. Well, the thing is, that might also be another thing that might not be a problem of JavaScript, but a problem with the code itself. I mostly did C#. Well, that's the thing. C# is a back-end language. So most of the things are gonna change, and a lot of the things are gonna be way more structured, because with back-end languages you usually connect with databases, and a database has to have a really specific type of data that has to be, well, specified, usually, especially if you use SQL, because otherwise it's gonna be a gigantic mess. The thing about JavaScript is that JavaScript doesn't need to be that specific. So a lot of times you will see a lot of people abusing that, like abusing that lack of, of being specific, like that liberty that JavaScript allows. And I wouldn't really say that that's the fault of JavaScript. Like, I feel that if a coder doesn't know JavaScript well enough and it just makes a bad looking code, I wouldn't blame the language for that. I will blame the coder. And that's obviously not something that it's exclusive to JavaScript. That's something that you can find in back-end languages. You can see someone write a code in C# and you can see it and it can be absolute trash to look at. But again, that's not the fault of the language, that's the fault of the coder. And I'm not gonna try to pretend that I'm the best coder in the world or anything like that. In fact, I'm not. I'm pretty far from it. I do a lot of bad practices. But if there is a code that I do that looks bad, I wouldn't blame the language. I will blame myself for not being able to write code that looks clean. But yeah, it's something that is pretty personal. Because, you know, programming, it's so, you know, it allows you to do so many things in so many different ways that obviously at some point you will disagree with the way it's done, even if it works. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people with JavaScript. A lot of people are used to back-end languages that usually have a lot more specificity into it, that are a lot more ordered, and they see JavaScript and they see that that order is not necessary, and if there is a programmer that comes and abuses the fact that all this order is not necessary, it will look like trash. But I personally wouldn't blame the language for that. I still don't understand how you can do ETS asynchronous requests and either combine the results or have certain results depend on others in a way that doesn't look like shit. It's a basic control flow that is trivial in other languages. Yeah, but here's the thing. When you do HTTP requests, which is most of the asynchronous requests that you're gonna do, most of the times you want to do one HTTP request and you work with the data of that HTTP request. You don't do anything. Like you usually don't do as another HTTP request. Yeah, one. Because here's the thing. Network is not a resource that you can just abuse however you like. Like, you're not supposed to fire like 1,000 HTTP requests in one go. Because, you know, you're basically just making the client waste a lot of networking resources just because you don't know how to code a decent back end. For a lot of sections, for a lot of places where you have to do an HTTP request and wait for the result, once you get the result, you usually work with that. And then if you do another request, it's because the user touched a button on the screen. It's not because you are nesting those requests. That's what I was saying before. If you have the need to nest requests, it's because something is wrong in the backend. Something is not planned properly. And even if you have to, ask for data from completely different systems, you can still create an HTTP request in the backend that calls all those systems separately, and then you deliver that information to the front end in only one request. Otherwise, I feel that you are just wasting networking resources for no reason, and it's just a bad practice. Obviously, there are exceptions that cannot be avoided, but for the most part, you shouldn't need to do a callback hell for HTTP requests. Fuck frontend. See? That's what I'm talking about. This is bias, and nothing more than bias. Not talking about doing a billion requests from client, I don't care about that. See? That's the kind of programmer that we are dealing with. People fear the JavaScript developers, and then you have this motherfucker saying, I don't care about the user. And the web developers are the problem, right? I don't care about the user. Ladies and gentlemen. Anyways. That was pretty funny, I gotta say. I don't care about... Alright. Fuck the user. Alright. I mean, that's definitely an interesting mindset. I ain't talking about code running in Gap's browser. And what are you talking about then? Why will you use JavaScript if you're not using it for a web page? Unless you're using Node. If you're doing that shit on the client side, well then what the fuck are you talking about? You expect me to read your mind? Are you talking about Node.js? I'm talking Node. Well, Node is a different monster altogether. I mean, it's JavaScript, but, you know, the main purpose of JavaScript is not being a backend language. So, you know, even though I personally like Node, I haven't used it enough to encounter that. So, I don't know. I feel that... Man, you know, all this confusion could have been avoided if you weren't so lazy to type what you fucking mean. This is a concurrent issue that I have with Yami. Yami says something, it doesn't give too many details of it because he's lazy to type, and then he pretends that I know what he's talking about. Come on, Yami. Do you think I can read minds? I wish I could. It would be really nice to see what pervert shit other people are thinking of. But I can't. I sadly can't. So, you know, maybe at some point I will learn how to read minds. But in the meantime, you can probably type like I don't know how to read minds. I know it's crazy, right? To think that, but you know, try to type like I can read minds, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a way more rich conversation. You forgot you're supposed to read the mind of Soon. It's not like I want you to understand, but baka. Damn. Yeah, that was nasty, sorry. I didn't mean to say that. That was nasty even for me. Alright. Yeah. This discussion are shit for your stream and Discord anyways. I mean... I don't know. Where do you want to talk about it then? You want me to go to fucking Canada so we can have a face-to-face conversation? Come on, bro. Do you think I can just do like Goku, do the instant teleportation and be right in Canada so we can talk about fucking JavaScript? That's not how it works. I wish it worked that way, but I'm pretty sure I can do that. I mean, Goku has not told me that. Just use the game dev channel. The game dev channel is more like what's the word? It's more like a containment channel. I mean, it's basically so people can talk about their games and, you know. Well, let's just leave it at that. But it's basically a board meant for, you know, for people that are interested in that to read it. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. The point is, It's a board that I made and not for my use specifically. I made it so other people used it. So I don't have to, you know, read what goes there. I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible to not sound like an asshole. But yeah, basically it's more... It's true, and I even posted there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, in fact. But, you know, there are some things that I choose... You know, it's like... I am glad that people do it, but I sadly can't really bring myself to, you know, care. But you know, because other people care, I made that channel. So that people that care about that, they can have a conversation. And I will only look at it if, you know, choose to quote-unquote moderate. But, you know. Yeah, I know that I sound like a fucking asshole. I'm aware of that. But you know that I don't like lying to you. So yeah, that's basically the main reason for that channel to exist. Well, I don't understand your problem, Ertal. Why will you talk with a web developer and not expect him to assume it's about web pages? I don't know, ask Yami that. He's like, no, you fucking idiot, I'm talking about Node.js, which isn't even the intended way of using JavaScript. Like, I'm gonna give you an example. Imagine if we're talking about Toho, right? We're having a conversation about Toho characters or the story, right? And then all of a sudden the other person is like, wait, what are you talking about? I mean Luna Knights, right? And Luna Knights, I obviously don't have anything against the game, right? In fact, you know, Kuro say that he likes it. I like it too for what it is. But if we start the conversation with Toho, right? We talk about the lore of Toho, and all of a sudden the other person thinks that I know that they are talking about Luna Knights, right? How am I supposed to guess that? Well, that's pretty much what Yami did. That's what Yami did by assuming that I know I will talk about a way to use JavaScript that is not even the intended one. Also, I mentioned Luna Knight because it's the first game that came to my mind. I'm not trying to flame Kuro, just in case you're thinking that I'm trying to take shots at Kuro. No, I say Luna Knight because it's the first game that came into my mind, because it's the one that was mentioned, you know, not that long ago. But the same way I say Luna Knight, I can say, I don't know, fucking Megamari, right? Like someone discussing about Toho lore and all of a sudden they are like, wait, but this happened in Megamari, and I'm like, yeah, why would I care? Weren't we talking about Toho? And then they will be, yeah, but you know, Megamari is Toho. Yeah, sure, Node.js is also JavaScript. But come on, bro, you can't assume that I will know you're talking about that. Shooting Kuro and Yami with one bullet. No, not at all. No, in fact, I mean, it would have been different if Kuro came here and he was like them. I really like Toho's story, like that time that Flandre disguised as Nitori, right? If he came here saying that, then this example will be shots at him. But no, he just mentioned that he likes Luna Knights, nothing else. I'm just, you know, making this clear because, you know, sometimes I might sound like such an asshole that you might think that I want to take shots at everyone. But the truth is, I only want to take shots at Yami. That's the truth. Whenever you're assuming that I'm taking shots at one of you, Don't worry, it means that I'm taking shots at Yami exclusively. So yeah, you're safe. It's Yami the one that has to worry. Catch those shots. Assuming the runtime environment, she's talking all the language in general. Alright. The language in general. Alright. The language in general. Still pretty funny though, I gotta say. I love this conversation. These conversations are so good. Like, this is the whole reason why I stream. If I didn't stream, I wouldn't be able to have this stoner-ass conversation with stoner-ass people like Yami. So this is the real reason why I stream. I thrive for this. This is what I'm looking for. Gotta love the one-arm shrug. Yeah, motherfucker is so fucking lazy he can't even do a full shrug, dude. Obviously that is the intended original use, but it's used now. Yeah, that's also true. Now we can judge the language objectively. No, I still feel that it wouldn't be a good way to judge it objectively. Because that wasn't the purpose. Like, see, here's the thing. If you like to talk shit about JavaScript as a backend language, we don't have to talk shit about JavaScript. We have to talk shit about Node. Right? That's the difference. JavaScript is innocent in that regard. It's like, again, I'm gonna give the same example again. Imagine if you were talking shit about Soon because he decided to make Flandre disguised as Nitori. And I'm like, no, Soon didn't do that. I mean, that's something that the guy that made the fun game did, right? That's exactly the same thing that is going on here. I'm explaining it that way just so you can understand, right? The equivalence. He's basically blaming Soon for Nitori, for Flandre disguising as Nitori. That's the equivalent of what he's doing here. He's blaming JavaScript because the Node implementation is not as optimal as it could. Yeah, because it wasn't thought to be a Node implementation. Shooting Luna nice and queer. God damn it. You're gonna make Kuro hate me. He's gonna regret raiding, you know? He's gonna be like, alright, next time I'm fucking raiding Dr. Disrespect. Well, actually, sadly, he can't do that anymore. But you know, you're gonna make him not consider a raid ever again. You're gonna do that. God damn it. This is the fate of a web developer. When you're a web developer, you get cursed with this kind of things. Damn you Soon for making Flandre. I know, right? What the fuck, Soon? Why will you make Flandre disguised as Nitori? That doesn't make any sense. God damn it, Soon. Yeah. Also, what about that Hey Mr. comic? How can Soon be such a degenerate, right? How can he come up with a comic like that? See, basically, just so you can understand, that's pretty much Yami. That's how Yami sounds to me right now. That's exactly how Yami sounds to me. Hey, Mister is good. Hey, I won't judge. Look at this shit, dude. I've been streaming for more than 40 minutes what I usually stream just because I got hooked on talking about fucking JavaScript. And to make things worse, talking about the wrong implementation of JavaScript. Motherfucker, I'm done for today. This has been enough. This has been enough JavaScript talk, and the wrong one at that. Motherfucker, can you believe that? Because I can't. The nerve on this Canadian man. It's alright, Yami. You know I still love you, right? Anyways. I think I found the right target. Node.js is legit anyways, just doesn't work well with old-fashioned web dev, one shy and monolith service server. Going to bed angry? What do you mean, you or me? Because it could be both. Now, I personally... Well, I won't go to bed yet, but I personally, if I went to bed right now, I will go to bed with a smile on my face. Because this fucking stoner definitely knows how to entertain me, that's for sure. I wish I could pay it back, but you know, we do what we can. But in any case, let's give this guy a visit. So, thanks everyone a lot for watching. I'm gonna be seeing you on the next stream with more I wanna be the HeavenTrap. But in the meantime, here have some Toho. No, not Luna Knights. This Toho is the official one. So yeah, have a good one and take care everyone.